What's the one thing that unites both video game companies and Hollywood? Money. Companies have tried to turn well-known video games into money-making juggernauts. Recently, Sonic and Pokemon have given us some quality movies. And now, the guys behind Despicable Me are making their own Mario movie. Isn't that exciting? But here's the thing, Mario's legacy goes back further than you think. Back in the early 90s, he got the live-action treatment. The fans, the critics, and even Nintendo themselves were flabbergasted. It flopped so hard, you can't legally stream it anywhere. Why is Nintendo hell-bent on erasing its existence? Super Mario Bros. Is a 1993 action comedy about two plumbers saving an orphan from a dinosaur gangster. We follow Mario and Luigi, two blue-collar plumbers from Brooklyn, New York. The two bump into Daisy, a kind-hearted scientist who's close to a groundbreaking discovery. Luigi instantly simps for Daisy, but she's quickly kidnapped by gangsters from another dimension. The brothers soon visit a parallel world ruled by the dastardly King Koopa. No, not Bowser, just a guy with a bad haircut. Luigi then discovers that his girlfriend holds an Infinity Stone. If Koopa grabs it, then he can use its power to invade Mario's homeworld. Can our plumbers save the day? Super Mario Bros. 1993 is such a weird experience. The script is cobbled together, the editing is a mess, and it has almost nothing in common with the games. Despite that, I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm shocked. The set design, practical effects, and casting for Mario and Luigi are genuinely solid. You know what this reminds me of? This is Nintendo's MORBIUS. It's poorly told, but you gotta admire the passion that went into making it. It retains a cult following. For all the wrong reasons, of course. Super Mario Bros., which I'll call Mario 93 from here on out, is a fascinating capstone in film history. Does it hold up all these years later? Also, spoilers ahead. Let's-a go! The movie begins with the best kind of opening, an exposition dump. 65 million years ago, a meteorite crashed into Earth. It bonked the world so hard, it created a pocket dimension where the dinosaurs evolved into humanoid-like creatures. Okay. Fast forward to 1970s New York. In a desperate hurry, a mother leaves a dinosaur egg at a church. Back in the sewers, the mother gets captured by King Koopa. The egg cracks open with a human baby in a glowing paradox prism. Dinosaurs, orphans, evolution? Are you sure we're not watching Jurassic Park? We cut forward 20 years later in Brooklyn. Mario works his butt off while Luigi watches ancient aliens all day. They're so poor, they couldn't even afford a good last name.
Last name?
Mario. Luigi Mario. It's Mario and Luigi Mario.
Up these Marios around the side.
Is it a stupid choice? Yeah. But from their perspective, they ain't got time for that. We have more important things to discuss, like the characters. Mario is an experienced plumber with a short temper. He doesn't take kindly to any superstition. He's played by Bob Hoskins, aka the detective from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Mario might be gruff, but he takes pride in shepherding his protege. Luigi is a young man filled with big dreams, but not much experience as a plumber or a pickup artist.
She's nice. Go talk to her. You okay?
I've got a few problems, but
We got a van.
it's nice.
No, I'm asking if you want to ride.
Much to Mario's chagrin, Luigi will often jump headfirst into danger. He's played by John Leguizamo, who also played Sid from Ice Age. Unlike the games, these plumbers aren't biological brothers. Luigi was a church orphan adopted by Mario. In a way, Luigi became like Mario's son or something? It's really confusing.
Because Mario here brought me up. He's been my mother my whole life. He's been my father, my uncle, my brother, everybody.
But it strangely works. Mario's skepticism balances out Luigi's more naive blunders. Mario gives Luigi advice on dating and using tools for problem solving. On the other hand, Luigi comes up with crazy ideas on the fly. The way that both actors bounce off each other is quite charming. They really sell that older brother, younger brother dynamic. If only they had a better script. Anyway, the plumbers lose a gig to a competing company, experience an engine breakdown, and call for a tow truck. So things are going pretty good. At the phone booth, Luigi bumps into Daisy. No, not the Daisy we're used to.
Next level games!
Or Princess Peach for that matter. The movie already has Mario, Luigi, and Koopa but not Princess Peach. Daisy did appear in a Game Boy title before Mario 93, but still, not having Peach is such a weird choice. Daisy is a kind-hearted yet determined scientist. She's the same baby we saw in the beginning. Two gangsters tried to steal her Infinity Stone necklace, but she throws them off her trail. Why is she at this random phone booth with Mario and Luigi? So apparently, her college gave her a grant to dig in this Brooklyn site, and she's trying to find some dinosaur bones, but she believes she's onto something bigger. Luigi finds her cute and offers her a quarter. Mario asks Daisy if she'd be interested in dating Luigi. Since Luigi's good looking, Daisy accepts his invite on the spot. Daisy is a serviceable character, I guess? Her actress offers a decent range of emotion, but the script doesn't give her a whole lot to do. She befriends a dinosaur, distracts some of the guards, and helps the brothers navigate Koopa's lair. However, she makes this confused Jennifer Lawrence expression for most scenes, and that's about it. Later that night, Daisy, Luigi, Mario, and Mario's girlfriend go on a dinner date together. Wait, Mario has a girlfriend who's not Peach?
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
It's actually his city neighbor. Maybe that's why the filmmakers blacklisted Peach. She couldn't bear Mario cheating behind her back. The date is soon cut short. Daisy receives word of sabotage at her dig site. The brothers follow her lead and repair the broken valves. But wait, it's a trap. The gangsters knock out the plumbers and kidnap Daisy. Mario and Luigi chase after the perpetrators, but stumble upon a portal to another dimension. Seeing portals to other dimensions, that's a regular occurrence in Brooklyn. The brothers land in the Mushroom Kingdom. Hang on, this isn't Toontown. It's a crime-ridden version of New York City, so modern New York City. Unlike the whimsical land from the games, this kingdom is infested with grime, scum, and villainy. Honestly though, I gotta say the set design is incredible. This film shares the same production designer as Blade Runner. The sets are grandiose, foreboding, and full of hundreds of extras. It's not cheap having that many people on a set at once. The attention to detail is incredible. Apparently, the crew found a real-life abandoned factory and used that as their soundstage. I gotta give them some credit. It feels like a hellhole. Shame about the rest of the film though. The plumbers spot Daisy in the streets, but her kidnappers thrust her into the crowd. Through some mishaps, Daisy loses her necklace to one of the bar owners. The Mario brothers accidentally enrage the police and go to prison. Meanwhile, Daisy meets face to face with her overlord, King Koopa. King Koopa is the dictator of the Mushroom Kingdom. He's not called Bowser though. You see, Daisy is the heir to the kingdom, but Koopa turned her father, the king, into a cave plant. Still doesn't explain how she was born in a dinosaur egg, but some things are best left unanswered. Koopa is a generic power-hungry gangster who spouts random one-liners. He's not particularly scary or fleshed out. The actor is more enthusiastic about his pizza than the script.
Python Pizza here, may I help you?
I'd like the Koopa special.
Pterodactyl tail on that?
Yes. See you later, alligator.
Koopa invents a de-evolution machine, a device that can turn anyone into a monkey or a galaxy-brain genius. He plans to turn the humans into meatheads and conquer the rest of Earth. To supercharge this machine, he needs Daisy Necklace. It was a fragment of a meteor that hit the Earth eons ago. Along with dinosaurs and sci-fi jargon, we're messing with space magic. Cause that wasn't enough. Daisy admits she lost the rock on the way here. Koopa sends two of his lackeys to locate the stone. Iggy and Spike are selfish minions who constantly undermine each other. They're not sharp, but their comedic bits are somewhat bemusing. Paradoxically, Iggy and Spike have more on-screen development than our protagonists. How does that even happen?
Where's the rock, overweening rogue?
Not until you give us Daisy, biscuit head!
Where's the rock? Shut up!
They start off working for Koopa, getting galaxy-brained, helping the plumbers out of desperation, and then finally betraying Koopa for real. They're easily the most memorable characters in Mario 93. Meanwhile, Mario and Luigi spend time escaping prison, finding Daisy's stone at a strip club, that's a real plot point by the way, and infiltrating Koopa's headquarters. Do any of these locations scream Mario Brothers to you? Here is a bigger question. Why did Mario 93 take such drastic liberties with its source material? For those who never played the NES games, they were simple to play, but hard to master. Because of technical limitations, the plot to those games had to be minimal. Two brothers run through 8 trippy worlds and save the princess from an angry turtle. This simple formula was open to expansion for other mediums like television. So back in the day, Mario had 3 different cartoons. Each one went the consume marijuana route for their storytelling. I tried giving each one a chance, but they just didn't click. Super Mario Super Show, The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario World were just bad fever dreams. The only saving grace was that Mama Luigi bit in Mario World. It gave us some quality memes back in 2009.
Mama Luigi? That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario! Or is it the bagel?
Adapting a bare-bones video game into children's television was manageable. It did not matter if any of these shows were low quality. It was good enough. But when you make the jump to the big screen, you had to bring your A game. In the minds of the filmmakers, a darker tone was seen as more respectable than the acid trip of the cartoons. Mario 93 took the core elements of the games and turned those into a gritty action flick instead. You know the sad part? A gritty Mario story actually could have been worked into something resembling quality. Mario 93 expands on the brothers' relationship and gives some grounded context to the rather wacky elements. The super jump? It's mini jetpack boots. The weirdly proportioned Goomba enemies? They're scientific experiments gone rogue. This doesn't excuse the poor story structure. Considering this was Hollywood's first attempt at adapting a video game, the world building is commendable. I consider Mario 93 an alternate universe take rather than a faithful adaptation. In that sense, Mario 93 deserves some credit. Anyway, Mario and Luigi retrieve Daisy's Infinity Stone. They don their iconic outfits, infiltrate Koopa's tower, and search for Daisy. Let's take a brief minute to discuss the special effects. Mario 93 has a mixture of practical and computer-generated effects. The animatronics are both charming and impressive. The Goombas look silly with tiny heads and big bodies. Like look at this guy. They just look so stupid, but they look so funny. Then there's Yoshi. Wait, that's Yoshi? Okay, so that aside, his animatronics are hella incredible. He has full range movement and emotion. Moreover, Mario 93 is home to early CGI. There are scenes with human faces being warped to hell and back. The CGI is primitive by today's standards, but in the early 90s, they were quite groundbreaking. Eventually, Koopa executes his plan to invade Mario's dimension. With Yoshi's help, Daisy escapes her cell and meets up with the bros. Team Mario stages their assault against Koopa, but things quickly get out of hand. Koopa steals the Infinity Stone and begins destroying the fabric of reality between both dimensions. But after a tense battle, the Mario Brothers defeat Koopa once and for all. The Mushroom Kingdom and the Bros celebrate this victory. Later, Luigi invites Daisy to move with him to Brooklyn, but Daisy refuses. She's technically the new ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, and she'll need to rebuild her government. Luigi accepts this breakup and states his farewell. The plumbers leave Dino World, but are greeted by a sequel hook that never materializes. Oh, we get a Marvel post-credits scene with Iggy and Spike. They technically helped Daisy escape, but they ran to Mario's dimension like cowards. The two henchmen convinced some Japanese investors to make a video game based on their adventures. All well that ends well. Seriously, how did it get this bad? Over the years, I've seen so much criticism levied at Mario 93. While I don't agree with the notion that it's the worst thing ever, the detractors had a point. Mario 93 is a messy film held together by duct tape. It has interesting ideas, but the script feels like it was cobbled together by 3 different writers. Because it was. It swaps between a buddy comedy, a sci-fi horror, and sexual undertones, all in the blink of an eye. They needed to come together with a unified vision. For all the great casting and production design, Mario 93's biggest culprit is the script. It has too many ideas, not enough character development, and a lack of cohesion between scenes. Seriously, why do the comic relief henchmen have more development than our protagonists? For those who don't know, Mario 93 suffered from a chaotic production. The gaming historian did a great video explaining this. Long story short, the actors signed on for a version of the script that was reportedly good. However, when the cameras began to roll, the producers and directors weren't happy with that original vision. So they made massive changes while they were filming it. You heard that right. They were changing everything on the fly. Hey, let's make it darker. No, let's make it for young kids. What if Mario visited a strip club? The producers, the directors, and the actors all despised each other. To say there was turmoil is putting it lightly. Before we conclude, I want to do a little comparison. Is Mario 93 better than Sony's Morbius? Yes and no. If we're going off by sheer entertainment value, Morbius all the way. It's full of cheese, overdramatic set pieces, and fountains of memes.
It's Morbid time.
But in terms of historical novelty, Mario 93 is the clear winner. It showed future filmmakers the challenges of adapting video games into films. It failed commercially, but it opened the floodgates for future video game movies. Morbius is a good film if it came out in 2005. However, in 2022, it was a generic bad script that tried way too hard to be cool. If it weren't for all the internet memes, Morbius would have instantly been forgotten. With that over with, let's finish this up. Despite being a bad movie, I have newfound appreciation for Mario 93. The script, editing, and flimsy storytelling are a complete mess. Yet, it was ambitious, had good casting, and full of great production design. If you treat it as an alternate universe take on the Mario franchise, it's a rather fascinating interpretation. As the first ever big budget movie based on a video game, it taught me how not to manage a production. That begs the question, will Mario 2023 fare any better? Well, I don't know. Mario 23 takes direct inspiration from the Switch games like Mario 3D World and Odyssey. The trailers are exciting and the casting actually grew on me. I would love to compare Mario 93 to Mario 23, but that's a discussion for another time. Would I recommend Mario 93? Yes and no. If you're looking for a decent adaptation or a good movie in general, hell no. Watch Detective Pikachu or Sonic Movie 2 instead. Those are way better options. But if you're morbidly curious about bad movies, like Morbius, then it's worth checking out. Thank you for watching. Remember, no plumbers were harmed in the making of this video.